We're gonna animate a scene from Empty Space 3. I have it all set up here. Let me just play it for you.
They gave this huge spaceship just to the four of us. Actually, Captain, there's over 2,500 of us on board. Oh, maybe I should go schmooze. There's a bar. You could go to the bar. I'd go with you, but I'm stuck. You're also an alcoholic. True. So I'll be sure to bring you something back.
So that's the scene we'll be doing. It's 25 seconds almost. So what I'm doing here is I'm reusing scenes from past episodes. You may notice they were like moving, but they were not talking, moving their lips along with what they were saying. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna fix all that. We have to take out everything that's been done already. So let me clear this out. And then I'm gonna drop in the correct audio. Okay, now we're gonna go inside Blobert, who someone called a pickle. Blobert has, the way Blobert works is let's turn off the background. So this is Blobert. He has different, right now this inside the scene he's two parts. He has his feet, I guess, and his body. Inside the body we have hands, face, his body. I don't know what, I guess that's his other arm. Wait, how many arms does he have? Why does he have two arms? Okay, I don't know. So let's clear all this out. Blobert's going to be in the entire animation, unlike the other characters. So let's expand him all the way to the end, which is here. Next, we're going to go into his face, which is a graphic. Zoom in on him. And then we're going to put in the proper audio. Now in here, he has he has his eyebrows, his eyeballs, his pupils, his eye whites, and his mouth. I think we can probably get rid of. Right now, we'll just get rid of his mouths because none of those are going to match up. But I can probably reuse some of his eye movements. So I'll just move them down the line for now. So now we're going to animate Blobert just talking. Oops, wrong one. It looks like a sick penis. Thank you. Just reading your comments. I guess you can see that. Bring up the background audio. Playback audio is really low. Playback audio is really low. Shit. Okay. Maybe I can add that. Let's see. Audio input. Nope. I could probably just turn it up.
I can't believe they gave this huge spaceship just.
Is that better? Probably. Probably. I think so. Alright. So here's how I normally animate mouth movements. Let me show you Blobert's mouth. As you can see, he has all his mouth movements in here. These would be all his happy mouths. And this would be all his sad mouths. And they're all ready to go. So what I use is this add-on Flash called Keyframe Caddy, and all you do is you just load in the click load thumbnails, and it brings up all the mouths for you. And then all you have to do is just select the mouth, and then you just select the image you want. So that was not the one I wanted. Let me grab my pen, it's usually easier. Adjust my monitor. And I have a dog barking outside, that's great. Normally I have music playing, but I always get in trouble with YouTube when I play music. Copyright shit. So right there, now you can see he's starting to, his mouth is starting to line up with what he's saying.
I can't believe they gave this.
And my growl needs updated.
I can't believe they.
Oops. Yeah, if you don't have the mouth selected, it'll yell at you. So he needs to go into his closed mouth because he's about to say space.
Can't believe they gave this huge spaceship just.
To us. Oh. That's as far as his mouth will extend. A little too wide. Okay, I think his first sentence is done.
I can't believe they gave this huge spaceship just to the four of us.
So there you go, it looks pretty good. Let me see what you guys are saying, if there's any problems. I don't have to use hotkeys to advance because I'm using my pen on my Wacom monitor. So, yeah. Can you tell what I am doing? No. Well, this is boring. Sorry, it's so boring.
I can't believe they gave this huge spaceship just to the four of us.
So now let's work on his eyes for this line. We have some that's already done.
Maybe I should go schmooze. That's the bar.
So this looks pretty good right here. I could probably just reuse this bit.
I can't believe they gave this huge.
But right here, I want him to look a little more upward.
I can't believe they gave.
And when he says huge, I want his eyes to go from the left to the right. So like, I want him to be over here. Like he's looking around and shit. And I'm going to use a shape tween. I know that's not ideal, but gets the job done. Now I might do a little squishing of the eyes here to give it kind of a cool effect. Just make sure they're at the top. Looks like his eye whites are a little too big. Okay, there we go. Now you may notice that that doesn't really look too good, but we can fix that. Just gonna move this here, turn on our onion skin. Now we can see what it's gonna look like. Now we're going to do an ease in for the beginning of the eye movement. And then as it gets to the top, it starts to squish a little bit. Now as you can see, it starts to get out of line there, so I have to fix that. So what I'm going to do is bring this over. I'm going to ease this out. So he eases in and then his eyes ease out. So it's not so sudden. Okay, turn back on my onion skin so I can see where I am. So probably right about there. Just bend this a little bit. That's probably gonna look good. That looks pretty good. Maybe make it a little faster. So I'll bring those in. That looks good. Alright. And also I could make his eyebrows like jump up a little bit here. Using kind of this a shape tween as well. Just a little bit. Turn the onion skin off so I can see what I'm doing. Sometimes if you fiddle with this too much, it does this, that kind of shit right there. So I have to be very careful sometimes. So let me try that again, but not turn it or anything. There, it looks better. Now just like with the eyeballs, I'm going to do an ease in and ease out. And now a garbage truck is here. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Okay. So that looks pretty good. Okay, so about right here he would probably go back to his default look. So what we're gonna do is his blink is also similar to his mouth where it's already pre-animated. All I do is I just tell it when to animate. So right here on frame 91, I'm going to tell it to play the first frame and play once. But when he closes his eyes, I'm just gonna put back his pupils looking right at us. Now again, I could probably reuse this part, but this time when it comes down, it needs to be where it was originally. Okay, so like that. So I'll do just an ease out and see how that looks. So now let's look at it all together.
I can't believe they gave this huge spaceship just to the 4 of us.
Okay, that looks pretty good. Now let's work on his next part for this, which is his arms. Blobert has some body movements, pre-animated body movements. I can show you those. He can tilt backwards, so he can do that. Right now he's kind of like, let's move him in some. That may be too much. That looks okay, I guess. Also, his arms are kind of already animated, so we're just gonna reuse this bit. We don't need this. Don't need that. So we're just gonna reuse that. Let's look at the other arm. I think they're the same thing. Need to move that in so it doesn't cross his glare. Make that a little bigger. He's got another arm here. I don't know why. I can probably delete that. Okay. So let's play once, or actually, let's see how it looks. Play once.
I can't believe they gave this huge space. I can't believe they gave this huge spaceship just to the four of us. I can't believe they gave this huge.
Okay, so that works. What I want to do though is I want to give him a.
I can't believe they gave.
Let me remove this tween. When he says huge, I want to do a new arm animation. Let's do it on this one actually. I'm going to do it at frame 49. Let me put the audio in here so. And it'll be right about there. Let me make sure I don't already have something. That's kind of what I'm looking for right here. Let's see if this works. I just want his arms to like go up in the air. Like he just doesn't care. Sorry. Something like that. Now I'm gonna try to see if motion tween will be nice and do the work for me, but usually it doesn't. Yeah, see, it's gonna do that. So I'm gonna have to frame by frame it. So I'm gonna remove the tween. Put a blank keyframe here, and then I'm gonna turn on my onion skin. Okay, so first I'm gonna do a middle drawing of where I think his arm will be. For some reason my alpha is set to 12. Okay. And that looks like about the right type of thickness. So if he was doing this, I'm just gonna kind of rough it out first. His yeah, it would be like it'd be somewhere like that in the middle. So now I'm gonna do a nicer version of that. Kind of nice. Now I'm gonna smooth it out. And I'm gonna try to get that a little bit closer. Let's work with that some. Okay, now I have to color it. Since I'm not doing a tween, I'm just gonna put it all in one layer. Okay, so let me grab the color and paint behind. I'm just gonna paint behind here to close it up. And then use my paint bucket to fill it in. Now the next one is going to be from here to here. So we're going from this to this. And I'm going to try to rough out what I think that's going to look like. That might work. And then I'm going to try to do a nice version of that. Screwed it up a little bit there. Let me smooth it out. And then I'll just move it in some. Smooth it a little more. Now to color it. Fill it in. Okay, so let's see what we have so far. Okay, obviously that's really jumpy, so I have to do a few more frames here. So we're going to do a frame between this and this. I wonder. It's always fun to check to see if Flash will do it for you. Usually it won't, but it doesn't hurt to check. Nope. Well, it kind of does. Maybe if I took the color out. Let's see. Let's see what happens now. So kind of works. The color doesn't, but that's easily fixable. All I have to do is just color it in. Frame by frame. Oh, I should do a ease out on this. One more. There we go. Okay, that looks pretty good. The only thing that doesn't look good is that frame right there. Sometimes it lets me turn the motion tweens into keyframes. And this time it's letting me, so I'm going to try to fix this little problem here. Okay. So that part looks good. Now I have to work on the beginning, because we're going from this to this. So I'm going to put a blank frame here, and I'm going to try to roughly sketch what I think that's going to look like. Something like that. Now let me try to do a nicer version of that. Oh yeah. Okay. Smooth it out. So let's see. Yeah, kind of works. Let's see if it'll tween it or not. Shape tween. Nope. It's going nuts. So I can't shape tween that, so We'll just frame by frame each one. So let's do this one first. Let's get a little closer. Good. I gotta make my... May not be big enough. Okay. I don't know. That's not thick enough. That's as thick as it gets. So I gotta back out some more. Oh, look at that. Why did it screw that up? So let's smooth that out. Try to fix some of this crap. Don't read my emails. Those are private. Next, we're going to do from here to here, which would be pretty simple. I think that's good. Let's just smooth it out. Ugh. Ugh. Stop screwing it up, Flash. Okay. I think that's good. So now let's look at what we have. Let me turn off my onions. Okay, now all I need to do is save, because Flash likes to crash after you've done a lot of work. That's its main goal, is to crush your spirit. And my feet are falling asleep because I'm sitting on them. Okay, I'm gonna stop sitting on my feet. Okay. So, can you believe this much work goes into just moving a fucking arm, and it's like not even a second? Okay, that looks pretty good. It's a little jerky right there. Let's see what happens if I turn on tween. Oh, lovely. That's lovely. Lovely. Alright, so maybe I can fix that. Probably doesn't really matter, but let's just see. So we're going from this to this. Maybe I should actually go from this to this. Just want to test what shape tween does. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. Done. Okay. So actually, let's go from this to this. And that's quite a difference. Black. Shit. Okay. Start over. I'm gonna try to just rough this out real quick. So maybe something like that. Will help fill the gap. It happens so fast that it's not really going to matter because your eye is not going to even notice. You just don't want it to be too jarring. Plus, he's going to be moving as well during this. Alright, so that might work. Let me fill in the color. See if the shape tween will work. Nope. Okay, that looks pretty good. It's not jerky. Let's see if I can get away with kinda, almost. Oh wait, I have to shape between that too. Beautiful flash, beautiful. Let me fill in the color. Sometimes I wonder why they even have shape tween in Flash. Why they've never bothered to like make it work. I think it's just like a cruel joke. Alright, let's see how it looks now outside. Okay, that side looks pretty good. One thing I can do is now I can give these a classic tween. Okay, right here when he says huge, I'm probably going to have him bend backwards, and as I already showed you, that's already animated. So it's like he'll do that shit. I'm not sure if he's bent back too much here, but we can definitely fix that. Let me just turn off sync. Play once, and then we're gonna tell it on 71, no, just 7 to single frame to hold it. So now we have to move everything else to line up. Let me save, because you guys don't want to hear me crying. So he's looking up at the spaceship, so his face is gonna go up. And his arm's gonna go up. And I can do a little stretch on it. And these arms are the same, so whatever I do to this one also happens here, which is nice. So I don't have to do anything over there. Now I'm gonna do an ease out and an ease in, and let's see how it looks. Okay, it's a little too quick, so let's stretch it out. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing this? Tearing me apart. Oh, probably because he's supposed to end on 10, not 7. Okay, but I don't want to bend back quite that much, so we're just gonna adjust everything. Now let's see if it all lines up properly. Actually, I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna add it right here. Okay, this arm looks totally weird now. This damn line here ruining my life. Okay, that looks pretty good. We still have one more. I still have one more trick up my sleeve though. So let's finish it out. Okay, so now he's gonna go back to his default right about there. So what we want is we want this to play this. So we're gonna start it, or just hit play once, and it should move. And then what I can do is just take all this, or these two actually, move them here, move this here. Of course, it doesn't work at all. But if I do that, it works. Okay. So let's put a ease in and ease out. Ah! Single frame. Alright, obviously we need his arms to come back down. And now it's raining outside. It never rains here. Okay, so we want his arms to start coming down at 91. So let's go in. And let's see if I already have something like that. Well, I guess I could do that. I don't know. Let's steal that. Okay. So starting on 90, let's test. Not that, but this. And this is totally not going to work. Let me just see how it looks, though. Okay, I like it. So let's fix it. It's just the color that needs fixing. Well, the arm needs a little fixing, but so I just have to go in and make sure his arm is colored in properly, because Flash won't do it for me. Can't wait to read your comments. I'm sure you're all bored to tears. Like I said, I normally have music playing, but they always get me for copyright. I guess I could have Sound of Ebola World playing, but that'd be too distracting. Maybe next time. I am having a song specifically, a parody song specifically made for this episode, which is entitled Love Blurts. So you can probably guess what the parody song will be. Okay, his arm needs a little fixing. I can't believe it's raining. Like, what the hell? Okay.
The four of us.
Alright, let's see how that looks. Oh, let me save.
The four of us.
Good, looks good.
The four of us.
Let's just make sure his left arm doesn't go over his shiny parts. Okay, when he says us, I'm gonna do a little stretch and squish. Well, actually, not here, but I'm gonna make his arms move up a little bit. And his head move up a little bit. Then I'm going to put an ease and out. Okay, now let's jump back again. And here I showed you earlier is just everything I just did is inside this. And we have his feet, which also have animation, but we're not using that. They're just single framed for now. So let's see what we have so far.
I can't believe they gave this huge spaceship just to the four of us.
Alright, so what I want to do... Now it's starting to really come down the rain. So So let's give a classic tween to these. And my pivot point is down here. I want my pivot point. It's fine. That arm goes down a little too far. Let's fix that. And the way to fix that is just by animating it here or stopping it here. So I'm going to add a keyframe. And try to have it like end up at the same place as the other. Put out. And then I'm gonna, oh wait, he moves back. It still works, okay. So now what I'm gonna do, play around with this a little bit. You'll put the background back, I guess. This looks weird because the space, stars, and everything is added in Premiere. This just kind of lays on top. This is an alpha background, so it'll lay on top of stars that will be coming at us. So right now it just looks strange, but anyway. So what I'm going to try here is just to either squish them down or stretch them. I don't know. We'll see which one looks best. That look pretty good. I think his arms start to move a little too soon, so let's see if I can fix that. It needs to start on frame 5. Starts on frame 4. That's not bad. I'll just move that over a little bit. Okay, it looks good. Just gives it a little bit more animation, a little bit bouncier. Makes him look a little more alive. And then here he moves his arms up, so we may want to do something with that. Like bring him up a little bit. And then we'll push these in just the tiniest bit. And ease out. So that looks good. Now we have to work on this part. So what we're going to do here is, I think his positioning here looks good. We can see what it would look like if he was bent further back. Don't like that. So we'll leave him where he is. We're just gonna either stretch him up. That's not good. Squish him in a little bit. Stretch him up a little more. Let's just see how that looks. Put the ease out and the ease in. That looks good. And then he comes back down. And he's going to go back to his default position. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, in the middle, I'm going to squish him down, stretch him out slightly, push him down, stretch out his feet a little bit. Then I'm going to ease him out and ease him in. Maybe a little bit more, Because he's supposed to be like really squishy and stretchy since he's like liquid.
Four of us. Four.
Now when he says us, I'm gonna have him stretch up. Pull his feet in just a tiny bit. And again, we're gonna ease in and out.
Four of us. The four of us. The four of us.
Alright, let's look at it again from the beginning, and I will save, and then I'll look at your comments.
I can't believe they gave this huge spaceship just to the four of us.
So that looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Let's see what you guys are saying. Hopefully nothing bad. You're too much of a perfectionist. What program do you use? I use CS4. Adobe Flash CS4. Tech Nugget. What music are you talking about? I don't know. Let me scroll up and see what you guys are saying. Not much. Oh, the release date. Christian Miller wants to know. This episode, believe it or not, is going to be 9 minutes long, and that's 9 minutes of animation without credits. So this is going to be a long animation. I'm looking at a release date of, let's say, this time next month. So May 29th or whatever. The end of May or early June is what I'm shooting for. So hope that answers your question. Let's see what else you guys have saying. I sound like Tina Belcher. I don't sound like Tina. Will you please be my father? Yes. I can see my avatar. Oh, sure. Send a tech nugget. No, I will not be at Pico Day. Thank you to the guy that said I'm an awesome animator. I'm okay. I'm okay. Someone just said Ratchet and Clank the movie. How's your day been, Sam? Weird. Will I please be your brother? Okay, you guys aren't talking about the animation at all. That's great. So next we're going to do a scene with Thumb.
I can't believe they gave this huge spaceship just to the four of us.
So let's back out now, and this is actually the...
I can't believe they gave this huge spaceship just to the four of us.
Oops, he shouldn't be doing that. Okay, let's fix that first. That really bugs me right there. Maybe I need to shorten his glow, shiny thingy. Oh, I know why he's doing that. His arms are... It's that. Okay. Let me just move that. And I'll fix that. Okay.
I can't believe they gave this huge spaceship just to the four of us. Actually, Captain, there's over 2,500 of us on board.
Alright, so that's what we're going to work on next, is Mr. Thumb delivering that line. As you can see, I'm reusing something from a previous episode. So let me put in the right audio for him. Thumb, let me back out into the view here so you can see. Because I think, okay. What the hell is this? Okay. I don't even know. Oh, there's like some scribble up here. That doesn't need to be there. Oh, and deleted thumb. Okay, that needs to go. I don't even know why that's even in there. So thumb is on his own layer. As you can see, he's like floating. And there's his bleep bloops. And that's a door. Don't need that. Don't need that. That's the ship behind him. There's the background and the dome. I think I'll keep the dome because I don't. Actually, let's see what's gonna be in his. Nope, don't need the dome. So the dome can go. We can move thumb down a little bit. But see, you can't tell he's floating. Only you guys will know. Alright, so thumb is his own graphic clip. So let's go inside thumb. Put in his proper audio.
Actually, Captain.
Here thumb has, well, he has his legs. He doesn't need his legs, so we can delete that layer.
Actually, Captain, there's over.
We can remove all this. This was for a previous animation. So now let's go inside of his head, or just, I don't know what you would call it. We can go ahead and remove all his mouth animations because they're not going to match up. And this is his pupil. And this is, oh God, that's scary. Oh God, that's frightening. What if he looked like that? That's his nail or eyeball, I guess. This is his mouth, and that's his body. So let's put in the correct audio and get to work on his mouth. That didn't sound good. Oh my God, it's like raining so hard it never rains. I guess I need to do live shows more. First, let's pull up the keyframe caddy. You may notice we still have Blobert's mouths here. We don't want Blobert's mouse. I mean, I should probably move my microphone closer to me. So all I have to do is select Thumb's mouse and load. And as you can see, he already has his mouse ready. Thumb never smiles, apparently. So one day I guess he'll smile. So he only has sad mouths. I'm going to move all this eye animation stuff out of the way because it distracts me.
Actually, Captain, there's over 2,500 of us on board.
So that's what we're going to animate now. So I have all the mouths ready to go. Let me just select them.
Actually,
Probably be best to close it here and then open it again.
actually, actually, Captain, there's.
That looks pretty good.
Actually, Captain, there's.
Now we're going to switch to this mouth. Need to do that sooner. Okay, let's look.
Actually, Captain, there's over 2,500 of under.
Do that one first. Okay, that's it.
Actually, Captain, there's over 2,500 of us on board.
That looks awesome.
There's a bar. You could go to the bar. I'd go with you, but
We don't need all that audio.
ooh.
So I'm gonna let's look at what we have for his eye movements already. If I can reuse any. Oh god. That is creepy. Like, well, I don't need that, but let's steal this one. I could steal my own animation, so it's totally fine. Oh god, please don't crash. Let me see. I'm gonna copy this so I don't lose his. Oh my Jesus. Okay. Copy. So I don't lose that. He doesn't blink, so we have to do other things with his eye. So we can probably have him like look up or something. Let's see if he kind of like that right there. Probably don't want to use that, but let's bring that over.
There's over 25.
That looks weird. Get rid of that. And then we're just gonna have him look back, I guess.
There's over 2,500. There's over 20. Actually, Captain, there's over.
Maybe go up a little higher with it. It's kind of hard to animate him.
And there's over 20.
Oh, that didn't look good.
And there's over 25. 25.
And then we're just gonna move back.
And there's over 2,500 of 25.
Maybe when he says 100, like his eye pupil can get really big. Maybe his thumbnail.
Over 2,500 of us on board.
And then again, just slightly. Okay, let's look.
Actually, Captain, there's over 2,500 of us on board.
Alright, I think that's the only line he has in this episode. So let's move back out, and now we can do some stuff to his, because everything is contained inside there, and as you can see, I can, like, rock him and shit. So first, we want him to kind of be, like, a little squished and kind of looking down, so we're going to push him down a little bit. And we want him to actually get to this point here, but we want when his eyeball gets to the highest point, we want him to go up a little more and just kind of squish him in some. So I'm going to put a keyframe here and I'm going to ease him in. And I'm going to put a keyframe here and ease him out. And then I'm going to ease him in here and I'm going to ease him out here.
Actually, Captain.
To make it look a lot nicer, much more fluid.
Actually, Captain, there's
here you would kind of tilt over a little bit with his eye, and maybe I could like move him over a little bit. He could even go up slightly. I could try to squish him here and see if it works. If not, we'll see.
And there's over 2,500. And there's over 25. And there's over 20.
I don't know about that. Let me take that out. Let's just try it without that.
And there's over 2,500. And there's over.
And then we're going to go back to his default. Here he can maybe squish down just so he doesn't do the exact same thing.
$2,500. And there's over 2,500 up.
Now we have to do something for when his eyeball gets big. Either we can make him get bigger. Let's see how that looks.
100 of us on 500 of us.
It's like he's pulsating.
500 of us on board.
And here, since he's saying bored, we could have him like just go up and squish him in slightly and then move him up slightly. Ease in, ease out.
On board.
Looks good.
Actually, Captain, there's over 2,500 of us on board.
Perfect. All right. I don't have to do anything out here because his feet are not involved. So let's see what we have so far. Move this back. That was relatively easy. Much easier than... because he has no arms. I designed him that way because I'm lazy.
I can't believe they gave this huge spaceship just to the 4 of us. Actually, Captain, there's over 2,500 of us on board. Actually, Captain, there's over 2,500 of us on board.
Looks good. Looks good. Let me look at your comments. Because now we're going to go back to Blobert, or we could do someone else. What do you guys want me to do next? Do you want me to do Blobert, Piper, or Martha? Who would you like to see me animate next? Can you work on Taco Man in your next? Maybe. I just finished the Taco Man episode last week, which is coming out Monday. So it'll be a while before I do another Taco Man. We have Piper, Blob, Piper. So far, Piper's winning. Piper it is, I guess, then. Tech Nugget keeps asking about my game. Yes, Tech Nugget. I am planning to make a Taco Man game for Steam and all devices. That's what he's referencing. Bub Adventure says, nice channel. Thank you, Bub Adventure. So let's work on Piper. I guess Martha's scary to you guys because she's really fat right now. Let me save. Forgot to save. Okay, let's work on Piper. Let's put in her proper audio. It's already in. This is what she's going to be saying. Ignore the animation that's there.
There's a bar. You could go to the bar. I'd go with it.
Alright, so that's all we need for her. So this is going to be really quick. Alright, so Piper's kind of like the same setup. Let's see what we don't need. Whatever the hell that is. We don't need. Let's see before I delete though. So here she is in front of her button. Oh, it's her button. I might leave that because I may zoom out. I never know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what that's for. Oh, this is from the black hole episode. Okay, this is all just her. She's not in a movie clip or a graphic clip. This is a door we don't need. I have no idea what that is. We don't need it. It's the ship behind her, the wall, and the dome. I'll leave the dome for now because I don't know if I'm going to use it or not. So let's zoom back in on her. So what we're going to do first, of course, is her mouth animations. Let's set up the proper audio.
Actually, Captain.
It's not the proper audio.
You could go to the bar.
Let's listen to her talking like Thumb.
Actually, Captain, there's over 2,500 of us on board.
That's interesting.
Bar. You could go to the bar.
Alright, so that's all we're going to be doing is 85 frames. So we can go ahead and remove all of our mouth animations. This is just, what the hell is this? This is just her eyes like squishing when she blinks and stuff. So I'm just going to move all that to the side. Let me get rid of all of her mouths. So just like the other characters, Piper, whose mouth hangs off of her face. Let me show you all the parts to her. We have her eyeballs. We have a little bit of hair that goes behind her eyeballs. We have her mouth. We have her face. And then we have her hair on top of her head. So yeah, it's fun. Okay, so like the other characters, just use keyframe caddy right now. We have Thumb's mouse, but we're just going to load hers in. She has happy mouths and sad mouths. These are all of her happy mouths. These are all of her sad mouths. Right now she's set. Let's give her a smile. Give us that Piper smile. Oh, she looks insane. Actually, we need teeth. So, yeah, give me your teeth. I love that her mouth, like, hangs off. I mean, could do it like that, but that looks stupid. That looks boring. I just like the idea of her mouth, like, fucking off of her face. Maybe we could put it, like, over here or something. That'd be interesting. Oh my god, let's see what that looks like. Loop.
There's a bar.
We're not doing that. Okay, put it back where it was. Alright. Okay. Okay, she says there's a bar, you could go to the bar, so let's do that. Maybe a bit wider. And that's as wide as her mouth will open. So now we want to start closing it back.
There's a bar.
I need to
There's a bar.
ignore eye movement for right now.
There's a bar. You could.
Oops. And we're gonna open her mouth all the way again. These are private messages, do not read. I'll know if you read it.
There's a bar. You could go to the bar.
So that was pretty easy. Unlike the other characters, Piper's eyes are self-contained. I don't remember why, but they are. So let's we have to go in and animate her eyes to match up.
There's a bar. You could go to the bar.
Let's see if there's anything I can use. I think so. Oh God. Of course someone would try to call me.
There's a bar. You could go to the. You could go to the bar.
Oh man, she was looking right at us. That'd be perfect. Let's see if I can.
You could go to the bar.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, eyes are done.
There's a bar.
I think she needs to do this a little sooner and maybe a little quicker.
There's a bar. There's a bar. There's a bar. You could
He didn't mean to do that, folks.
go to the. There's a bar. You could go to the bar.
I think I would like to see her eyes like get really big here. That'd be kind of creepy. So what we're gonna do is let me save. Flash knows when you're working hard. So we're gonna actually expand her eyes. Let's just do a really big one. It's not enough. More! Shape. Expand. Another 5. Yeah. Okay. And I think I can safely do a shape tween here. I'm going to put some little keyframes here and then ease out and ease in. Thankfully, Piper doesn't have any eyebrows because I was smart.
Bar.
All right. So that's all we need to do for her. The rest is just nothing.
There's a bar. You could go to the bar.
Okay. So what we want to do now is let me delete all this. It's a lot of unnecessary shit. And save. Now, I know why her eyes are in a graphic is so I can do shit like this to her. Obviously, I can't do too much because of this. Need to work on that. She's not finished, I guess. So what I normally do with her is when she blinks, I squish it. Obviously not too much. I'm going to just copy that frame over. And ease in and out the squish.
There's a bar.
It's very subtle. And I could play around with maybe having her eyes get bigger as she says bar. Ease it out. Ease it in.
The bar.
And we're gonna squish her eyes again. So I'm just gonna copy this over. But this time I'm gonna have this blink is a little longer. Let's see. Let me add some space. Still hasn't opened. So we want to keep it squished until she starts opening. All right. So what we're gonna do here, though, when she opens her eyes, I want them to like pop like that, and then go back.
You could go to the bar.
It's very subtle.
You could go to the bar.
And then when she says bar, as you know, I made her pupils get really big, so we want to obviously do something with her eyes.
The bar. Bar. Bar.
Just need to make sure it matches up.
Bar.
Yeah, it looks good.
Bar.
Bar. Bar.
Bar.
Can't even do it.
There's a bar.
She already has some movements here, but let's just move them out of the way. I'll look at them though. Nope, can't really use any of that. So we're gonna do new ones for her. So let's remove everything, save.
There's a bar. You could go to the bar.
Alright, so all of her parts are here. She has mini arms, as you can tell. It's her head, body, her legs. We don't need her legs. And her other two arms. We have two arms in front. I don't know if we need those in front for this one. Yeah, we can put them behind, because she's not going to be moving her arms in this one. So there.
There's a bar.
She might be moving like one of them, but it won't be going in front of her. Maybe this one. We'll set everything else to single frame for now. Okay. So she's looking up. So obviously we want her to start out here at her default view. And then we want her to end up here. I'm gonna move everything at the same time. So I'm moving her pivot point down to the bottom. And we just want to bend her over a little bit. Move her to the left and maybe move her up slightly. Now, one thing is she doesn't really have a movable neck. Her body is kind of all one unit. So I can't really do much with that. All I can do is just bend her head. Now, obviously, if I do that, her arm would, gravity would push her arm down a bit. And these would move out a little bit. Now, I do want to do a little squish animation here. So we're going to push her down, squish her down, and then stretch her out. And then we're also going to push her head down. We're not going to squish her head down anymore, though. The arms, we're going to see if we can get away with moving them up as much as possible. Then I'm going to put a frame here and do an ease out. And I'm going to do a frame here and do it as an ease out on it. So let me get rid of that. Do an ease in. Let's see how that looks.
There's a bar. There's a bar.
Okay, since she does that with her eyes, I'm gonna have to do something with her body. Hopefully it doesn't look weird. So I'm just gonna stretch her up, squish her in, and move her head up as high as I can. Ease out, ease in, ease out, ease in. That looks good. That looks really good. Okay, now we're gonna have her go back to her default. So I'm just gonna drag this over. And we're going to squish her down. Stretch her out. Push her head down a lot more this time. We're gonna make our arms like squish out or pop out. Ease out. Ease in. You could go to the bottom. Oh, that looks really good. Okay. So let's, when she does this, let's have her pop up. Have her arms go in ever so slightly. And then go back to her default. You could go to the bar. That looks good. Just tilt her head correctly here. You could go to the bar. You could go to the bar. You could go to the bar. That looks really good. Okay. You could go to the bar. Now when she says bar, obviously we have to do something. So right about there. So obviously this is going to be a stretch up, squish in, push your head up. We could even stretch it a little bit more. And we're just going to bring our arms in very slightly. I'm going to keep her up there for like one more frame. Bar. That's good. Bar. Bar. Now let's see the whole thing. There's a bar. You could go to the bar. Now we want to add one more thing. We want her to put her tentacle hand out when she says there's a bar. And this one's set to play once. So let's see if there's anything in here already. First, let's set up the correct audio. Okay, you obviously can't use that. So there's nothing. All right. Let's see if I have anything. What is this I'm using? Piper Armo 15. Nothing in there. Because I know I've like done her hand like that before. But what the hell, we'll just do it. We'll do a new one. What could possibly go wrong? So probably about, let's see. Okay, yeah, by 12 we want her arm to be up. Ooh, I have it right on it. I'm gonna do just a rough, ooh, you black. Just gonna do a rough sketch. So something like that. Maybe even a little bit more. So something like that. Let's see how that looks in the... Yeah, I guess that's fine. I might zoom the camera out some more for this scene. But anyway, okay, so now let's make a nice version of that. Make sure this is the right thickness. She has very similar arms to Blobert. I need to make them a little thinner though. She has dainty arms. Or tentacles. That looks good. Doesn't need to smooth it out. Sometimes smoothing can really screw it up like that. I don't know why, but sometimes it helps to just kind of zoom in and smooth. Then it doesn't fuck it up quite as much. See, that looks like a million times better. Oh shit, I gotta save. It'd be funny if I like lost this whole animation live. Alright, so now where did she start moving? Let's see. We'll just pretend like she starts moving at 4. So yeah. So we'll go ahead and do the halfway mark. So I'll put my onion skins there. Kind of hard because I can't see the other one very well, but whatever. I don't know. Let's see. It would be like... This would be like... I'm getting confused because this looks like the arm too. Need to make it thinner. So something like that. Now let's make that look nicer. Let's make it look nicer. Oi! Screwed it up. Is that the same thickness? I'm not sure. Alright, let's zoom in and smooth it out. One more. So that'll be our halfway mark. Let's make sure these look okay. I don't know if that's the same thickness. May have to expand by 5.5. Yeah, there we go. So now I need to do a halfway for this and this. Actually, I need to move. Shut up, Piper. It's there. Alright, so halfway between these two, let's move my onion skins. Probably be like, just stay between the lines. Something like that. That looks almost right. There we go. So Let's make that nicer looking. Let me make my line a little thicker. I can't talk when I do that. Now I'm going to zoom in, smooth her out. And let's see how it looks. Oh, right, I gotta replace it. Still a little jumpy, but we can fix that. Let's see if shape tween will help. It kinda does. Kinda wants to help, but not really. Never wants to help. I'm gonna try to steal that tween it made. Ah, okay. Well, this is a mess. Okay. That looks, oh shit. So that looks about right. Fuck, I keep grabbing the whole thing. Stop it! Okay. A little smooth. Now let's cheat a little more. Ease out. Oh yeah. Look at how I screwed that up. Well, did I screw that up or did Flash screw that up? I don't remember. Her arm's like way too thick right there. Alright, fuck it. I'll just draw it again. Yeah, her arm was way too thick. Let's see if it'll fill it in for me. Oh, it was Flash that did that. Okay. So I'm gonna have to do it. You can never depend on Flash. So it'd be like, I need a thicker line. It's as thick as it gets. And I gotta make sure this lines up very closely. All right. Let me just get rid of this shit. All right, and then I'm gonna smooth it. I meant to zoom. No. No. All right. Let's see if Flash will finish that out at least. Kinda. Did it make her arm thick though? Yeah, it did. Never mind. Let's do this side then. So now I have to do from here to here. Or actually, for the first frame, I can just start moving this arm. So it'd be these two I need to pick a different one. So I'm gonna sketch out something real quick. That is not thick enough. Okay. So you're not even gonna see this part down here, so it doesn't really matter. Just as long as it looks like it's coming up. So something like that, but let me make it look nicer. Oy. Line's not thick enough. That looks horrible. Let me zoom in, smooth it. Yeah, they got rid of my. Okay, there we go. Well, let's see what will look.
There's a bar. There's a bar. There's a bar.
There's a bar.
There's a bar. There's a bar.
Looks pretty good. Let's fill it in. That line is definitely not thick enough. Wait, was that my bad? That was my bad one. Okay. My sketch, I mean. I think the problem is between these two. Let me see what a motion tween, shape tween. We'll do.
There's a bar.
That looks good. I'm down. Let's see what a shape tween will do here. No.
There's a bar. You could go. There's a bar.
That looks good. You may notice like this kind of looks janky here, but it's okay. It's gonna be hidden.
There's a bar. There's a bar. You could go to the bar.
And I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do there. She could like point at him, but that would be really time consuming
There's a bar.
for a live stream.
The bar.
I do need to fix this because let me just fix this real quick. It, like, yeah, this part bugs me. Damn you, Flash. You win this round. There. Ugh. Well, looks better. You won't be able to see.
The bar.
All right, let's just see what it looks like.
There's a bar. You could go to the bar.
Now I could probably just have her put her hand back down at 56. I could probably just get away with that. Shut up, Flash. Shut up. So what we're going to do then, I meant to hit Control C, not Control Z. So at 57, what we're going to do is we're just going to copy and she would probably put her arm down a lot faster than she would bringing it up because of gravity and shit. So yeah, it's gonna go down. Shut up! It's gonna go down a lot faster.
Bar.
And that's really fast. But we'll do a little
Bar.
in. So let's see how that looks now. Let me save.
There's a bar. You could go to the bar.
That looks good. And in the video, it will look like this.
There's a bar. You could go to the bar.
I think actually she should put it down here at 32. So let me move them there.
You could go to the bar.
Yeah, that looks a lot better. So now we have Piper scene done.
There's a bar. You could go to the bar.
So what do you guys want next? Do you want Blobert or do you want Martha? Let me know. Hang on, I gotta tell my background artist something. And let me look at your chat. Martha. Let's see, we have Blobert, Martha, Blobert, Martha, Blobert. So they're tied. Is Empty Space a prequel to High Schoolers? No, not at all. High Schoolers was a huge failure. These two characters, Martha and Piper, that I created for High Schoolers, I really liked them and I didn't want to lose them, so I kind of updated them, redrew them for this series. They look a bit different. Piper looks pretty much the same, except she has different colors. Martha, I think, also has a different hairdo in this show, and Piper wasn't called Piper in High Schoolers. So let me know who you want me to animate next. I have to go. My doorbell just rang. Like, I do a live show and everything happens at once. I'll be right back. Let me know who you want me to animate next. I also have to pee. Alright, thank you. I'm back. Let's see who you guys voted for. Jeff wants to know what the plot of this episode is. Well, I am not telling you. You're just gonna have to wait. But there's a bar. Let's see, we have Blobert, Martha, Blobert, Martha, Blobert. Martha, Martha. Martha, Martha. Yes, tech nuggets. I do have Steam. I'm Ebola World on Steam. How many people are watching? I haven't even looked to see. If someone could tell me how many people are watching, that'd be great. I don't know. I can't see. Jesus, everyone keeps asking. Oh, it's Adobe Flash. I use Adobe Flash CS4. There's only 36 people watching. What? Well, there's. I didn't announce it, I guess. Alright, so it looks like I'm going to be animating Martha next. Fat Martha. This is because she was fat at the end of episode 2, and like all the episodes kind of tie together. So she's gonna be fat at the beginning of this episode. She does return to her normal self. I just made a Bible story. Just released Bible Story 15. So I have to work on, according to my Patreon, we've, if you haven't already, I'll just put that here. Patreon.com/Samination. You can check it out there. We reached the goal for Messed Up Bible Stories 15, which already came out. A new Taco Man Plays is coming out this Monday. The next goal was Empty Space 3. Empty Space 3 that I'm working on now. And then after that, I'm going to be, we have a goal of completely accurate gaming history, episode 8. So that's the goals we've reached so far. Let me talk to my background artist real quick. He's doing the backgrounds for this episode. Okay, so let's animate. So yeah, we got Empty Space 3. Our Taco Man Plays coming out. We just had Messed Up Bible Stories 15 come out last week. We have Taco Man Plays coming out this Monday. Empty Space 3 is now in the works, as you can see. And then we have a new CAG episode. But yes, if you'd like to, you can see all the goals on the Patreon page. And if you would like to help support these videos and join the Samination, please, I have a lot of perks there. I'm releasing a lot of the classic videos to some of the patrons there, and you also get to see the episodes early if you I think if you donate 10 or more. I can't remember right now, but it helps out a lot. And I'll also be doing a lot of these live streams on there. So yeah, go check that out. See what goals we've reached and what goals are possible on the Patreon page. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna do Martha now. Okay. So here she is. She's really fat in this one.
I go with you, but I'm stuck. Yep.
That's all. She's got one more line.
True. So I'll be.
But we're just gonna do this first part. So let me show you how this scene looks. We have Martha's boobs. We have her security desk. We have her arm, her other arm, her fat body, Martha's legs. I don't really need her legs, so we can delete those. Don't need doors. Don't need that. Need the background and need the dome. Okay, so I got rid of everything I don't need. So what we're going to do is the same for, oh my god, we're going to do the same thing that we did for the other characters. And this will be the last one I'll do for the stream today. Is this the one? Oh no, it's the wrong line.
Go with you, bud. I'm stuck.
Okay, so let's get on it. Fat Martha has her own mouth for her fat face. And I'm going to use Keyframe Caddy, which is a Flash plugin. Let me show you that she has a lot of mouth movements. There's her happy mouths and there's her sad mouths. We're going to be using her sad mouths here. Let's zoom in on her face. There we go. No.
I go with you, bud.
Ignore her eyes for now.
I go with you, bud. I'm stuck.
So there.
I go with you, bud. I'm stuck. I go with you.
Just like Piper, I think Martha's eyes are their own. Yeah, that's what she looks like without her eyes. So we have, we have a head, hair, mouth, eyes. Okay, so let's go into her eyes. Put in the proper line.
Go with you, bud.
So she'd probably let's slow down her blinking a little bit.
With you, bud.
She probably would look down at herself. Look at how stuck she is. Martha has some weird ass pupils.
With you, bud.
And when she says stuck, she should like look back up. Oh jeez, okay. Not cross-eyed though. So we're just gonna shape tween these. Hopefully that'll work.
Stuck.
Might want to have them more like that. I don't know, we'll see. So it doesn't look so weird.
Stuck.
Yeah, that looks good. So she does the same thing when she blinks, her eye squishes. But let's remove all that. So we're gonna do a new one. Oops. So they close right about here. Let me zoom in again. So we're gonna squish them and stretch them just slightly. We're gonna ease out and ease in. And then right about there, they're gonna go back to normal. So we'll put another ease in and ease out. And I'm probably not gonna do anything else with her eyes there. So let's back out now. Um, I kind of like what's already here. The only thing that I'm gonna change is this. Maybe have her bring her hand up at the same time she brings her eyes up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into this one, and I think it was 61. 60 then. Oh. It must not be starting out in the right frame. It is. Oh, wait. Wait, what? Okay. Okay, I just need to do it a little sooner then. Maybe like that. Okay, so what's this? Just for now, I'm gonna move her boobs down and hide the desk, so I can animate all these together. Now, obviously, we want her to move up as she says this line. So I'm gonna stretch her up, and I need to zoom out so I can squish her because she's so fat in this scene. And we're gonna move her up a little bit, move her head, move her arm. Her boobs can go downward. And then we're gonna do a ease in, ease out. And I'm thinking maybe when she comes back down, we can squish her. Boobs go up. Oh, looks good. Now let's see it. That looks really good. Alright guys, that's going to be the last scene I'm going to do today, but let's look at everything we've done before. If you didn't hear me last time, the reason why there's like nothing back here is because the space part is put in Premiere, so there's no stars in this scene yet, as this is on Flash. And let me save, speaking of Flash. So here's everything I've done. I think you can watch this after it's over. So here we go.
I can't believe they gave this huge spaceship just to the 4 of us. Actually, Captain, there's over 2,500 of us on board. Oh, maybe I should go schmooze. There's a bar. You could go to the bar. I'd go with you, but I'm stuck. You're also...
That's what we did today. I hope you enjoyed watching that. Thank you for joining me. I'll look at your comments real quick before I end the show. Yes, I'm currently using Adobe Flash CS4. Will you do Taco Man plays Resident Evil 5 through 6? Probably not. I hate 5's okay. I hate 6 though. It's not even fun to even like make fun of. To everyone that asked, again, it's Adobe Flash CS4. Yes, she's still fat. Yes, it's very time consuming, Angela. Things that take like an hour to animate are on screen for about 2 seconds. Yes, this is Empty Space 3. It should be out this time next month or early June. Sorry, early June. It's gonna be 9 minutes long. That's 9 minutes of animation, no without credits. And I'm also having a parody song created for this episode, which is gonna be a really good one. I'm considering it like a third act to the series. Like if all 3 episodes were one long show, this would be the third act. And which will leave it open to more episodes or none at all. It's all going to be really up to you guys on how well it does. Benjamin wants to know if I'm going to do more live streams. Yes, it's now part of my Patreon that I'm going to be doing live streams. This is my first just testing of the live streams. And again, if you want, you can join the Samination. You'll really help me out. You'll really help me produce more animations. If you notice, I've been making a lot of animations lately, and it's because of the Patreon. Just 2 weeks ago, we had a new Messed Up Bible Stories 15. This Monday, we're going to have a new Taco Man Plays. And also, I'm going to be doing another Ask Sam Anything next month, which is starting tomorrow. We're also going to be doing a new Taco Mail whenever I get my streaming working on my PC again, which should be soon. After this episode of Empty Space 3, I'm going to, or maybe while I'm working on Empty Space 3, I'm going to also be working on a new CAG episode, a completely accurate gaming history. You can look at all the goals on on the Patreon page. We're almost there for a new Taco Man theater, so we only need about, I think, 20 more bucks or so. So if you guys want to help out, please become a patron, join the Samination, and you can help make new shows, and you'll get a lot of perks and stuff. And I'll continue to do these live streams and continue to produce a lot of content for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope to see you again soon for more episodes. Now I just have to figure out how to stop this. How do I?